Look at that, it has a video. I'm probably going to test this with some of my stores, honestly. Alright guys, I just want to say before I get in, thank you so much for 1,000 subs. I just hit it yesterday. This video is about how to find high ticket products, because I have plenty of videos about finding products in general, but there's a few different ways that I look for specifically higher ticket products. And it's not necessarily just using Pexta and stuff. Like, you can find higher ticket products that way, but there's a lot of different other ways. Like, I'm talking about creativity. There's so many people out there who just do the same thing, like searching through Facebook or searching through AliExpress, all this different stuff. You should already know about that, so I'm not really going to cover that. I'm going to cover different ways that you can kind of get creative and find things to do. So you see on my screen right now, all I did was Google a list of products priced between $100. And the reason I did this is because mainly high ticket, or I say high ticket, but some people it's low ticket. But I'm talking about products between 50 to 150 bucks that you're selling it for with margins around like 50 to 70 bucks. So that's my definition of high ticket right now in this video. But basically the idea is to be able to sell something that would normally be like $100, sell it for 60, but because of AliExpress and because of the way that China manufacturers work, they're willing to sell it for 10 or 15. So there's a $35, $40 margin in that. So how do you find these products? Like, where do you get the ideas to go out and do this? Well, one thing that I want to get out of the way is with normal margin products like 20 to 30 bucks, I usually just go the normal method, which is just going through Facebook, looking for other people's ads that have worked really good, and then kind of taking those products. But when I'm doing like higher ticket stuff like $50 to $100 margins, I'm looking for something that's unique, that's going to sell really well. So it's a little bit difficult. It'll take longer to find a winner, but once you have a higher ticket winner and it's something that's unique that not many people are drop shipping at this moment, it'll be really, really valuable for you. So now that you understand that, let's look at what Google popped up. So I just searched up list of products priced between $50 to $100. It's simple stuff. I got like a bunch of stuff. So you have like CNET, I'm not sure what that is, but Wired, like great gifts between 50 and 100. I know Wired is like, see, that was written in 2014 though, so that's probably outdated. Best Buy would be a good place to look. But basically when I was on here, because I was just going through the other day and just taking a look through what the options are, I found something really good, and this can be duplicatable through multiple different products. Like, you could sit here for 5 or 6 hours and just build a list of like 10 or 15 products that you want to test. So the first thing that popped up is Amazon. So you have the top $50 to $100 electronics on here. So I'm just gonna go. They make this nice little list on their website. So basically what's gonna pop up is like a bunch of Amazon Alexa stuff, because they have a lot of electronics. But if you look here, like we have an external hard drive. Now, I'm not really looking for something that's kind of like generic. Like, I don't really want it to be something that everybody thinks that they need. So like external hard drives, if I can find another example. Yeah, this is all branded stuff, but I don't really want people to already know that they want it, because if they already knew that they want it, they would just go to Walmart and get it, you know what I mean? So it has to be something that's unique, something that you can position very well, something that people don't really know that they want yet, but you're going to show them the ad, right? So they're going to see the ad, and then they're going to realize that they want it, and they're going to buy it from you. So I'm just going to skip over all this branded stuff because you can't drop ship that. This Wi-Fi enabled doorbell could actually work really well. I mean, not the exact same one, because this one is like made by Amazon, but you can see, or it's made by Ring, but it works with Alexa, right? So 27,000 orders. There's obviously some sort of demand here for a doorbell that has a camera on it. So you can just look on AliExpress, try to find one, and then put together a video for it. So that's one that we could find. Let's actually go to AliExpress right now and see what we can find. So I'm just going to look doorbell camera. Now filter by orders. So this is basically the same thing. So we found a couple suppliers here, different brands. It basically looks like the same thing. Like if you look at it, it's just a button for the doorbell, and then there's a camera, and it looks like a microphone and stuff. Let's see, let's ship from China. Okay, this one comes with extra batteries and some SD cards. So if you just ship them just this, it'll cost $62, and they're over here selling it for $100. So maybe not the greatest one to test, not from this supplier at least, but I'm sure that you can find one that's cheaper and just as quality. But the idea is to like find something like this for like $40, and then you sell it for like $80, and now you have a $40 margin. Or you can find it for $30. So one other thing that you can do is you can scroll all the way down, and you can see that they have like really good images here for this. So we just scroll down all the way to the bottom, and there'll be like different suggestions. So there's like other options of things that you can do. So we got this one right here. Let's just say like camera with battery, ships from China, $55. So we're already finding cheaper ones, and it basically it looks like the same thing. Like it's basically the same thing. There's actually a video here, which you can probably cut that. Like you can download this video right here, and you can cut it and make your own video. You know, put music behind it, have an editor do it. But yeah, really good images, cost $55. So if you sell this for $80, that's a $25 margin. So it's still pretty low, but we're getting there. So this is the other one that we found. So it's $30 if we get a US plug. So I'm just trying to figure out like where the cost is coming from. So this one, I'm wondering if this one comes with a battery, or if you have to buy the batteries separate, because then you would have to ship them this one. And I'm wondering what this is. Okay, here we go. So you just kind of need to look through the options. So we have a chime. That's what that is. So I'm wondering if that's like I wonder if that's like something that makes the noise. You might want to have that included. So let's say we did want to have that included. So let's just say we want the 2 batteries and the chime. It would cost $47. So just doing a little bit of digging, sitting here for 5 minutes, I've already been able to find, or I've already been able to source this product for $50, and that comes with a battery, with a chime, and the camera option, and there's a video here. It's pretty much all you need, you know. So you just kind of put together a video for it. Like there's actually really nice pictures here. I'm sure there's even more nicer pictures down at the bottom. Yeah, so it like explains everything. So like this is something that maybe you've seen it before. Maybe it is a saturated product, but to me it's not a saturated product. I've never seen anybody do this before. And all I did, it took me like 10 minutes to find it. You saw me go through and find it. So this costs $50. You sell it for $80. Now you have a $30 margin. So that's a decent margin, and if you even wanted to, I'm not sure if the standard comes with a battery already, or if this is just coming with extra batteries. But you can message the supplier, and you could honestly probably get away with just selling this one, as long as you don't say that it comes with a chime and the extra batteries. You can sell this one. You can just sell the chime and the extra batteries separately on your store. So that's one good example of just me scrolling through Amazon, finding a higher ticket product. And this is what I want to do. I want to do this a few times with you guys, so you can see how easy this is. And this is just Amazon. Like there's so many online stores like this where they just list out all their best selling products, and it works really good. So this is something that's standing out to me. This thing right here. So these are 2 different brands, okay, and both of them are selling like decently, like $100 for this. It's like you see what it is, like an adapter thing. So that's pretty. You could have a pretty good margin depending on how much they cost. Now, if they cost like $50-$60 from AliExpress, you're not going to be able to have a good margin on that because you can't compete. But basically, let me look. So I'm just going to say was it called? Yeah, so USB adapter. So USB hub adapter. Alright, so it doesn't have to look exactly like this. So, but just understand that there's a market for this. So there's people that are buying these. It made it into like the top list of $50 to $100 electronics. So Amazon is trying to sell these. So listen, all you have to do is just look through here. Like, you have the freedom now. You can look through here. They have ones. This one right here. This one is very, very similar. Like, it has the SD card slot. It has two SD card slots. It has these two things, and then 3 different USB cords and an HDMI cord. So this has like 3 USBs, the SD card. That's an Ethernet cable. So it honestly has more. It has more stuff on it, and you can kind of like pick and choose what you want. So this has 2 USBs, a Type-C, a HDMI, and 2 SDs. And then you can get it without the SDs. Let's see what the cost difference is on these. So if you want to get the fully loaded one, it's going to cost you $44. So in my opinion, that's like, it's going to be hard to have a good margin on that if you're trying to stay around the $100 price range. But like, let's say I kind of want the SD cards in there. I feel like that's a good selling point. So we'll come here, 2 USBs, a USB Type-C, and these have all these have is like an extra micro SD card slot, so it's not a big deal. The cost on this is $30. So, and let's see if they have no video, but it looks like they have like really good detailed images. You know, everything is good. The English is good. You could probably just find the same product on YouTube, like somebody doing a review of it, and you can get, like, look at these images. These are great images. You can put these all on your site and make it look really professional. It even shows the wiring. Like, look at the detail in this wiring. It's ridiculous. So come here. They're selling it for $100. This guy's selling it for $74. You're paying $30. Let's say you sell it for like $55, or let's say $60. So now you have a $30 margin. You can even sell like each of these as a different level. So like the $15 one, you can sell for like $40. I feel like that's a good amount. So you come here, you have, for $40 you get 3 USBs and what looks like an Ethernet. I don't really know what that is though. And then as you go up the levels, like, I don't know if I would sell this for 50 or 60. I might sell it for 70 or 80. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, these guys are selling it for 100. So, and the quality on this actually looks really nice. Like, it looks like it has a nice aluminum body. It has a bunch of different options. So this could be a product that has a really good margin. You can even go with the all spec'd out one and possibly have, you know, like a $60, $70 margin. Sell it for like $120 or something. So I'm gonna come all the way to the bottom, and you'll see like a ton of different options. You know, more expensive, less expensive. This one has a bunch of orders on it, like 691 orders or 700 orders. So people are already liking this, and it looks like it's kind of cheaper. Doesn't look like this one has a video too. Look at that, it has a video. Come on, guys, like, how do you miss this? This is so good. I'm probably gonna test this with some of my stores. Honestly, I'm just finding it now, but it's a really good idea. We're coming down here. We'll go to the next page. Of course, there's gonna be a bunch of branded stuff. I just stay away from that. These gaming mouses can be decently high ticket, but it's pretty saturated. Like, depending, like, if you have a really unique gaming mouse, like, you can find some on AliExpress. But yeah, people pretty much know all of them, and they'll call you out for drop shipping. I've tried it many times. Here's another one of these things, those adapters. So we'll just keep looking. Here we have some wireless headphones. I wouldn't sell headphones from AliExpress. They're probably trash. I've had a few headphones that were decent, but not like in the ear. They were over the ear. So here's another one of those adapters, another one. So Amazon's trying to push these adapters. They're really trying to push these. Here we have, so this was actually a winning product for a couple stores that I managed. Not this exact one, of course, but if you go to AliExpress and you just look up, I think they're called projectors. Like there's a bunch of different projectors on here that you can sell, and these actually have really good margins. Projectors sell in stores for a lot of money. So I'm trying to think, yeah, I think this was one of the ones, and then obviously there's a bunch of different options. This is one of the cheaper ones that we're looking at here, but basically we were selling it for like $100, 120, and it's totally worth it. Like there's a video on here. It shows the product working. Like you got to use these videos, guys. If you're not using these videos, so yeah, basically not really the best images. There's some good ones here, but yeah, I mean it kind of looks crappy, but it works. Like this is actually one of the better products that I've seen off of AliExpress. You see, like it comes with everything. It comes with a remote. There's pictures of it like displaying on a wall. It looks nice. If people are buying a $100 projector, I mean, what do you expect, really? They're not going to be mad if it comes in and the quality is a little botchy or anything. That's why I really, really like these higher ticket products. Mainly because you can sell this for 120 bucks, get it for 50 or get it for 45, and make a really good margin. And then when the customer gets it, they're not really going to be disappointed or anything, because normally these things cost like look at this one, like 200, 300 bucks. If you go to Walmart, you're probably paying 200 bucks, maybe 150 for a cheap one, but the 150 one from Walmart is going to be a lot crappier quality than this one if you sold it for 150. It's just the way that the market works. You have to understand that. So there's another one that we just found, but I already knew that was a winner, but maybe you didn't and you just came across it and you were just like, oh, and then that one ended up working for you. We got more adapters here. So I really just want to show you guys how simple it is to find like winning products that have a higher margin. You think about selling products from 50 to 100 bucks on your store is a little bit crazy, especially if you're starting out. But I've seen a $100 product sell just as good as a $10 or $15 product. We just made more money. That was like the only difference. So just understand, I tell people to do higher ticket products, but they have problems finding those or getting ideas. Like go to Best Buy and walk around for a minute, try to get some ideas. Go to Amazon, and this is just guys, like we just found 3 winning products, and that's just the electronics side. Like they have so many different things, like beauty products, like kitchen and tool. It's Amazon. You know what Amazon is, like home and garden, food. I wouldn't do food and grocery, but like beauty and health, clothing, shoes. Like there's so many different options. There's no excuse to not have a list of higher ticket products, and there's no excuse to just be selling like low ticket products, especially if you're doing Facebook ads. Sell higher ticket, you'll make more money. And especially if you're doing this where you're not just copying somebody that had a winning product and they got a bunch of views on Facebook or something. Like when you come out with a winning product, it's going to be something that you actually put together. Like when I do this with my clients, I build custom designs for it. I'll get a custom video for it. I don't just like steal videos and stuff. Not for this higher ticket stuff. This higher ticket stuff I take a lot more seriously, because it'll make you so much more money if you just focus on doing higher ticket unique stuff rather than just stealing other people's low ticket stuff, like 15 to 16 bucks. Like, come on. I don't want those margins. Like anything below 25, I stay away from. And this is a really good way to find products with a $40, $60, $100 margin. Like I've seen $100 margins do really, really good. Okay? $150 margins. I've seen a $200 margin sell really good. It had like a $60 cost per purchase. Okay? So that was really good. But yeah, I just wanted to do this. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys some of the products that I would test, like go through, kind of explain a little bit about what I would look for, and pull up some examples and show me digging around a little bit so you get a good idea. But as for this video, this is Noah Brewer, and I'm out. Peace.